But here's the deal, it's like maybe the world will go on like it is, and Federal Reserve notes will continue to be of value. But maybe not. Maybe that the future of the world is going to be all about creating local economies. Maybe in the future, the near future, that the future here is going to be a local food economy. So maybe with the high price of fuel and all this craziness going on with the world, with the wars and stuff like that, that something's going to happen and force us to really localize our resources. So this could turn into something absolutely totally valuable.
I don't know if I spoke it into existence. I like to think that, but the garden also was just like, I went into the Fiesta, which is our only really main grocery store in Fifth Ward, and they don't have like the freshest fruit and everything. You can kind of smell everything at the front door. And I remember my dad telling me, don't start complaining, because you know how you are when you get around stuff, you don't like you're going to complain. I was like, they need to change it. And he was like, no, this is Fifth Ward, they're not changing anything for you. And I called them, and they changed a few things, because a lot of other people, I guess, were saying it too. But they still didn't change the fresh fruit. And my dad actually came by here on his bike one day, and he said, there are a whole bunch of crazy artists. They're out there and they're planting a garden. I think you should go. They're just like you. So I came. And now I have a garden, thanks to Joe and Steven and everybody else that comes, and it's definitely certified that it's a farm now with the farm art. So, and thanks to y'all.
I would say it took about 5 years to get accepted here, because most of the people have been here for many, many generations. I mean, the rice mill was the single largest employer in this area, so a lot of people's parents or grandparents worked for the rice mill. It was here for almost 100 years.
I worked for this guy, Ken, since '96, off and on. I stole $80,000 from him, sent me to prison, and I got out and he let me back here, worked for him again. He say, I forgive you, but I can't forget. Yeah, he wanted to kill me and everything, but he's a good guy. This is, I kind of feel like what the fabric of America is, because he's a white guy in the heart of Fifth Ward, and he's part of the economy here, whatever you want to call it, he lets everybody make a dime or something, if you just come here.
And sometimes the words that come out of my mouth is not my words. The words that come out of my mouth, sometimes I can't explain that with myself. I'll be sharing something that, my God, that I have faith in, have those words coming out of my mouth. Sometimes I'll be saying, why am I running my mouth? Yeah, why am I running my mouth? I don't think I gave you a chance to say anything. And I feel like now I'm selfish. Okay? You don't want to say anything to me now. Because I got you speechless. Because you listening to what I'm saying. And while you listening to what I'm saying is your intake. And wherever you go, God is right there helping you build this up.
I got put down, meaning blessed in, when I was about 11. Just because I was hanging. Not because I wanted to get in there. I was hanging around and with the older guys, and they were doing their thing, and I was always there. So you're being nosy, or you want to be one of us. I just was curious, They gave me a pistol, took me somewhere, and I had to do something. They left me, though. I had to make it back to this side of town. It's called, I did what I had to do. As I got older, I started just in the military. I didn't show that I was a blood or I was a gang member. They don't, go for that too much in the military. Everybody is green. Ain't no blue and red and black. You got black gangster society, you got gangster society, you got Crips. You got so many families. A family is what they call an organization. Then you got Tongo, meaning like we all together. We aren't recognized as a family because we don't have a treasurer, we don't have a enforcer, we don't have rank structure, we don't have all that. AB, Aryan Brotherhood, Aryan Circle, Aryan Nation, those are families, white families. Then you got black families that are, a family is one that's in the streets as well as in the penitentiary. So you just got gangs that's in the penitentiary. When they get out, they aren't recognized as a family. So if they're recognized in the penitentiary and in the streets, they're considered a family.
Sometimes you have these cool winds that passes your body. When it passes your body, think about it. Who's that cool wind? And you feel so good about yourself. You feel so good about yourself, and you don't even know why. That's one of them blessings that's passed right by you.
Well, I figure, the community here is a very, they've been here a long time, and they're kind of dug in. They're not leaving, and they haven't been paying taxes. The most of them don't have titles or deeds to their property. Everything's done based on, you might say need. Whoever needs a place to live normally ends up living in the houses that are here, and so you really can't redevelop an area where there's no clear chain of title without doing a foreclosure and disrupting the sense of the community. So they're doing just basically a checkerboard kind of pattern where houses either get torn down or that are in disrepair or eventually